Hi guys, it's Tracy in Australia, and my share today is a piece of that I've made for a challenge being run by Shah Fisher on her YouTube channel. She's reached 300 subscribers, and to celebrate that, she has invited people to send in pages that they've done in their style, and she will put them into a friendship journal. So I love the things that Shah does, and we've done a swap of beautiful journals, and I thought I would participate in that for her. So this is what I've done. I've used paper. She also said that you could make your pages out of fabric, and I do use a lot of fabric, but I've decided to go with paper this time, and I've chosen a kind of French shabby sort of theme that I know that Shah likes and that I'm just exploring at the moment. So my page is A4, I've tea dyed that, and then I've done a lot of collaging on the front, which is one of my things that I like to do. So there's some lace, there's some paper. I've used a French receipt that I found on Graphics Fairy, or could have been the old design shop. I've used both of them in this, and I've used that to create a pocket, and then popped in another piece of ephemera there, and just also used one of my stamps and made a card, so that goes into the pocket. Then down here I've just done some collaging. There's a ticket and some little bus tickets, and then this beautiful photo, little bits of lace, and I stamped out a crown and then raised it up a little bit. So some washi down here. So just lots of collaging. At the moment I've been watching a really amazing Finnish lady and found her very inspiring. I will leave a link to her channel below, but I've also been inspired by Andrea from Artie Mays, particularly with how I've done this stamping and stenciling. So I used texture paste to stencil onto paper that I'd already tea dyed and stamped, and I'd also torn up bits of paper and glued them down there as well, and I really like how that came out. So here I created a pocket with some lace, added another little bit of lace up the top, and a large part of a doily. So into that I popped this envelope. I really love doing these, inspired by Annalie Erickson, and so embossing folder there, I've put gold around the outside, done some stamping and some decoupage. Just really love doing these. And I've used on the inside, it looks kind of like a liner, and it matches the paper that I've torn here. So, and into that I've just popped this torn piece of a letter and a beautiful old photo. So I used pieces from the old design shop and also Graphics Fairy, and I'll leave a link to those below as well. So over here I've created a small pocket with a glassine envelope, put a bit of a paper doily there, did some collaging, and there's a little bit of washi even there. This is a gorgeous tag that I received in a swap from one of the Aussie ladies on Junk Journals Down Under. Little scrappy piece of paper, and a card that I've made using one of the French stamps that I have. I love French themed things, so I have quite a collection of stamps, and I thought good time to use them. So here you can see the stamped paper again, and then over that I've used this gorgeous printable paper, which is very shabby. Just love that, and I'll leave the link to where that comes from in the description box. And this is a large tag that I've made. There's a little bit of a book paper up here, another little bit of paper that I've glued on, a bit of a paper doily, and even a little bit of foiling, and then you can see the texture paste that I've stenciled over there as well. And in the center here, what I did was wet it down and then peel away that top layer of paper that was printed to make it look even more tatty, and I really like how that came out. Then just a couple of other little tags up the top, and comes tied together with some seam binding and some vintage lace. And this is my final page, and I created a little flip out here. This is vintage music paper, little pocket, and you can, and some Tim Holtz washi down the side here, and you can see the stamping and the stenciling. Still getting Not perfect with the stenciling, but when you're doing shabby, that's okay, I think, but I'm getting there. And into that little pocket, I've popped a beautiful photo. That one is from Graphics Fairy. I will send Shah a little packet of other ephemera that she can use, because obviously you could do a little bit more over here if you wanted as well. So on the front of that, I've created a bit of a pocket with this large applique piece and popped in some little pieces. I've included the crowns because Shah uses those a lot in her own collaging, and I thought that would be a nice touch. Okay, there's my that's my entry for Shah's challenge, and I can't wait to see the journal that she makes using all the pages that she's received. Thanks for watching.